Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. This PBA League Don Carter Classic. Semifinal action now between the Motown Muscle and New York City WTT Kingpins, because the Motown Muscle have moved through the Atom Splitters 210 to 199 to take on the number 2 seed Kingpins. Let's take a look at the Kingpins roster. Tommy Jones is going to lead things off. Jack Jurek, followed by Pete Weber, the franchise player. Scott Norton and John Zerbinski, the team owner. None other than tennis legend Billie Jean King.
And for those of you wondering why John Zerbinski is bowling anchor, it has something to do with the fact that he averaged over 257 in this event.
Tommy Jones is going to get the kick. He does!
Still pushing big wheels. Let's go back in time. What year is it? Good job. Good job.
Tommy, one of the best trash talkers out here. He's not afraid to give it.
Did he go to the muscle bench first?
Oh, yeah. He had to rub it in. Went over to DJ Archer first, the alternate. There's DJ right there. He gave him the business first and then just kind of spread the love as he went back to his bench.
Oh, boy. Fagan now, the franchise player for the Muscle, went spare strike in their match against the Atom Splitters. Yeah, they all go down one way or another for Fagan.
Gets TJ a little wink after that one.
Won't lead off, right?
Great to see so many of PBA's biggest stars on the same lane, and this team bowling really brings you like an all-star event every time we're on. Jack Jurek for the Kingpins in the second.
Run it down.
Yuck.
Could have been worse.
I mean, it had ugly written all over it when this ball got to the pocket. It just got kind of into that in-between zone where if it was a little bit right of that, he carries the wally. If it's a little bit left of that, it's high flush. And instead, it's like that weak 10.
Good start. Good shot there.
All right, Jesse Buss, a couple of spares in the first match.
Yeah, just a little bit.
That first match, Jesse's last shot, he got a little wild and missed the head pin and then came back with a marginal spare attempt, even though he did convert. But for him to rebound and make a better shot here.
Buss, 28 years old. Average age on this team, just over 35 years old.
He's struggling on this 50-foot pattern. He gets it going a little bit too far right. It flags the head pin. And then when he gets it going up the lane, he's not able to reduce his rev rate enough to keep the ball on line. It breaks loose right in front of the head pin. And now it's a 3-6, 7-10 split.
Open frame for the Muscle. Can you have Scroggins bowl every frame in a team event?
No,
No,
it's
okay,
illegal.
can't do that. All right. Pete Weber, franchise player for Billie Jean King's team, the New York City WTT Kingpins. 50 years of age now, PDW.
And what's scary is now he's eligible for the senior tour as well as the national tour.
He could be double dipping very soon. Patiently waited for that ball.
Huh? Wow. Is anybody scared yet?
Weber did average a moderate 222 throughout qualifying on the Don Carter 50-foot oil pattern. Certainly nothing to be ashamed of, but not the numbers that Scott Norton or Zerbinski put up for that team.
All right. All right, guys, come on. Come on.
Oh, third for the Muscle, Tom Smallwood.
Tom Smallwood, it's a nice round of applause Finds his team down by 11. Good time for a pick-me-up here from Smallwood. Saginaw, Michigan resident. That thing nailed down?
Somewhere around here.
Yeah, it looks
Close
like
enough.
it.
All right, so Smallwood now trying to convert.
Straight for Smallwood and the Motown Muscle. Kingpins lead by 11 pins.
Still an 11-pin delta between these two. And that brings Scott Norton to the lane.
We saw Scott here in the Motor City going for his second title of the season in the Mark Roth Classic. But Norton couldn't get the job done against a very motivated Michael Haugen Jr., leaving not one but two big fours in the 9th and 10th frames. It was the third career win for Haugen, who was the only top 20 player not drafted onto a PBA League team.
That's a good ball from Norton. And the Kingpins finally get back to the strike zone.
Well, the Southpaws have this 50-foot pattern figured out. A little less traffic on their side. We know what Mike Scroggins has done to this point.
Mike Scroggins from Amarillo, Texas. 48 years old, 8 titles, 2 majors. Yeah. He's begging to be in that anchor spot.
And he's not pulling anchor wide. I mean, one of the things that anytime I ever had success on a 50-foot oil pattern was I tried never to give the pocket away. And so straighter was always greater. And even if you could figure out to get your ball to roll early, you kind of check. And then when you missed left, it would lay there for a right-hander. You missed right for a left-hander, just kind of laid there. They seem to have the most success. That's exactly the way Mike Scroggins is playing this oil pattern.
Saw Ronnie Russell trying to get some good luck off of Scroggins back there with that hug. Russell next up for the muscle, but here is Zerbinski for the Kingpins.
Well, this is the first time we've seen John Zerbinski in the anchor position. He's been leading off just about every match for the Kingpins, so not sure how comfortable he is in this position. This guy's done some great bowling on television, seeing how it's his first ever televised appearances, and it came via the winter swing. But he's done some great bowling, but he's never been in this position.
Not an easy pickup. You got it. That's pro.
All right, good shot.
All right, guys.
Kingpins stay at 11 ahead of the muscle. Ronnie Russell now the anchor man for the muscle. Russell went strike 8. First match against Silver Lake. Bowling in the same position. Not to be for Russell.
A lot of torque and a lot of power in that body when he goes to let go of that bowling ball. That big high backswing, body turned sideways. A lot of stuff going on right now. Ronnie Russell looking at a single pin spare conversion to keep this to within 11.
This brings us to the halfway point of this match. The winner will take on the Brooklyn Styles as Russell in the anchor position leaves an open frame.
Needs some bevel.
Suddenly the Kingpins up by 23. When we come back, the teams will switch lanes. The winner with a chance to bowl in the finale. Back to Allen Park, Michigan in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Billie Jean King, owner of the New York City WTT Kingpins, and I'm here to tell my team that I'm with them all the way, and let's go for it.
The Kingpins following Billie Jean's advice so far here in Detroit with the advantage over the Motown Muscle. Billie Jean King had an astounding tennis career, including 39 career Grand Slam titles to her credit. But the tennis legend, who was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2009, says she's always gotten more satisfaction out of participating and winning in a team environment.
There's a much deeper connection for me personally when I played on a team for a city than when I played as an individual. It's amazing what happens. It's really transformational if you're not used to playing on a team and you finally do.
That passion flourished when King co-founded World Team Tennis back in 1974 and played in the league, first for Philadelphia, then New York. Today, she co-owns World Team Tennis and sees ownership in the new PBA league as very similar to what she has accomplished in tennis.
I think the PBA league and WTT, they're really kind of hand in glove, really, very similar. With Milan World Team Tennis, we have both men and women, and I'm the only team with the WTT. That's why we named it WTT, World Team Tennis. Kingpins, we're the only team that has a woman with Kelly, so I'm thrilled.
Kelly is Kelly Kulick, the only woman to ever win a PBA title with her victory in the 2010 Tournament of Champions. After that accomplishment, Kulick was instantly compared to Billie Jean, so it only made sense that one of King's first moves as a new owner in the PBA League was to acquire Kulick as an alternate in a trade. And as the league expands in the future, King hopes more of the PBA's female members will participate.
If you watch a Milan World Team Tennis match, you see my philosophy on life. That is it. That's the way I would like the world to look. Men and women cooperating as a team and just trying to win.
And no matter the sport or whether she's a player or an owner, Billie Jean craves victory. So what does her team need to know?
You're on a team now. Get out of yourself. It's not just about you. You know, it's just not about me anymore. It's about my teammates. How can I help my team be the best we can be every single time we go out to play and compete? You know, and let's compete. Let's go. One ball at a time, stay in the now, and kick butt.
And there is Kelly Kulick, the alternate on this Kingpins team. She's looking forward for a chance to shoe up for the Kingpins. Kulick can only bowl here in Detroit if another player cannot, but that will change in April should her team make it to Indianapolis for the Elias Cup. Alternates will be eligible to compete there, so Kulick could be in the lineup if her team so desires. The Kingpins up by 23 as Tommy Jones kicks off the sixth.
TJ with a little lucky roll.
I can't do that, see? Whew. That was like ESPN Classic right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Fagan now leading off the second half for his Motown Muscle, down 23. Get it done now. And Fagan does.
Mike Fagan is perfect. He threw a shot.
That was for Dell.
The first frame that struck, and now he is repeated in the sixth frame, so he's done his job. Now he needs the rest of his team to pull their Motown muscle, or weight, so to speak.
Very nice. Jurek now for the Kingpins. They have the advantage. Wow, with balls like that, the Kingpins are not going to be headed.
Great shot. Great shot.
Well, the Ripper, he steps up and throws a pretty good shot here, and he knows his team's working on a strike, so he says, hey, best thing to do is to double up.
Jesse Buss of Motown Muscle.
Time.
Yeah, that's a good comeback.
Boy, they need it too. They got to keep striking to get back into this, down by 23.
Pete Weber going to do what he can to keep the pressure on, a fact appreciated by his Kingpins owner.
Oh, I love Pete Weber. He's my kind of guy. Passionate, cares, he's a winner, he's edgy. It's good. It's great for the sport because you always need that type of person. I love him. I think he wants to win, you know, and I love guys who want to win.
Wonder how good a tennis player Pete is. Maybe Billie Jean has a spot for him this summer. World Team Tennis kicks off its 38th season on July 7th. Here's Weber in the 8th.
Yeah! Come on, guys. Let's go. Right on. Come on.
Shot. Way to work, Weber.
Smallwood now for Motown Muscle, down 23, working a double. 3 in a row.
This is starting to get interesting.
Boy, that 7-pin went down hard, Randy.
Well, their max score is 226. Scott Norton, if he strikes here in the 9th frame, they'll be in the 220s, as you see the last strike thrown by Smallwood.
They're doing all they can do right now. All strikes for Motown Muscle in the second half of this match. Same for the Kingpins.
Boy, and how big is that whiff 10-pin by Russell looking right now in the 5th?
Norton keeps the train rolling.
Lead back up to 33.
Just got to do what they can do.
Well, that puts them in the 220s, the high 220s, okay? Mike Scroggins has got to strike on this ball for Motown Muscle to have any chance. He strikes here, and it's up to John Zerbinski to get really good count and a mark in the 10th frame to shut out Motown Muscle. But it starts right here with Mike Scroggins.
The Scroggins have one more piece of magic left in his bag.
Oh!
Well,
there won't be any pressure on Zerbinski now.
right. How does it miss the 7?
Yeah, well, he can't figure it out either, and I think he liked that shot. And boy, he just missed the 7-pin by about 6 feet.
And that will do it. Scroggins did all he could today. Just ran out of magic here in this semifinal match. Just a formality for John Zerbinski and the New York City WTT Kingpins. And he does manage a strike, so they strike out on the backside of this match. And it will be the Kingpins taking on the Brooklyn Styles, owned by actor Jesse Williams. It's an all New York City finale here at Thunderbolt Lanes. Stick around, it's going to be a good one.